atomic structure is the basic chapter in class 11. So it will be better to understand this chapter nicely. So we will discuss today about the atomic structure. What do you mean by atomic structure? Atomic structure means what is the structure of atom? Because we know that the smallest part of any substance is atom. As we build a house, then brick is the smallest part or the smallest unit of the building. The similar way, cell is the smallest unit of any living thing. Similarly, atom is the smallest part of any atom. So, why the name atom has been given? At first, Dalton imagined the extremely small indivisible particle and he defined atom as indivisible particle, which is extremely small, and he gave the name atom. Why he gave its name atom? Because it is a Greek word in which atom means, Greek word is actually atomio, means uncuttable. What does it mean? It means it cannot be subdivided or it cannot be cut. It cannot be divided into small pieces, isn't it? That is why its name has been given as atomic name. That means atoms. So it was first who imagined atom? Dalton in 1808. Later on, many scientists discussed on the atom, on the structure of atom, and they gave their various theories. After Dalton, we must remember these scientists or chemists have done much for the greater knowledge of atom. Sir J.J. Thomson, Goldsmith, Rutherford, Chadwick, Bohr, de Broglie, and Heisenberg. Their contribution much more about the structure of atom. Here, you must remember the names. At first, who gave the name of atom? Sir J.J. Thomson. Then, at first, Dalton's theory was there for atom. Then, Sir J.J. Thomson, Goldsmith, Rutherford, Chadwick, Bohr, de Broglie, Heisenberg. We will study stepwise whatever is given in our syllabus. So, what we came to know that atoms are made up of particles like electron, proton, and neutron. So, atoms are made up of three particles: electron, proton, and neutron. At present, 35 different subatomic particles are known. As for example, positron, etc. But electron, proton, and neutron are known as fundamental particles. There should not be any confusion in it, isn't it? So, what are the basic fundamental particles of atoms? Electron, proton, and neutron. So, we will study in detail about the discovery of electron. We know that electron is having negative charge. So, for many questions like what is the stability of atom, why the behavior of one atom with another is different, why do atoms combine to form molecules, what is the origin and nature of the electron or electromagnetic radiation emitted by the atom. These are the questions which can be answered only when we know about electron, proton and neutron. So first we will study about the discovery of electron. At first Sir J.J. Thomson carried out many experiments to study the properties of cathode rays. What he did in the experiment, he took Crookes tube. Crookes tube is the name of the tube in which it is made vacuum inside, from inside. It is a discharge tube which was first made by Crookes, so its name is Crookes tube. Clear? So what he did in the experiment, he took the Crookes tube, he arranged cathode and anode both sides as you can see in the diagram, and high voltage source is given to it in that setup. Here, when 10 to the minus 2 atmosphere pressure was given inside it, about 1 millimeter to 10 millimeter, then current starts flowing between the electrodes and colored glow is observed from cathode. Here, and when pressure is further reduced to 10 to the minus 4 atmosphere, that is about 0.01 millimeter, the glow disappears, but the current continues to flow. And if a perforated anode is kept behind the anode, then what we observe that invisible rays are emitted from cathode. These rays are made up of electrons. Clearly? Am I clear? That means it goes towards the anode, that means it is having negative charge. That particles were named as electron. Who discovered it? At first, who did the experiment? Sir J.J. Thomson. Thomson repeated the experiment with many different solid objects, different metals, and he calculated E by M ratio also. Clear? What are the properties of cathode rays he found? That it moves in a straight line, cathode rays move in a straight line and carry negative charge. If metal coil is kept in its path, it becomes hot. That means it has got heating effect also. And it produces fluorescence also. They affect paragraphic plate. They possess penetrating effect. It is deflected towards positive plate kept in the path. So what should be the definition of cathode rays or electron? An electron is that fundamental particle which carries one unit and negative charge and has a mass nearly equal to 1 by 1837th of that of the hydrogen atom. So we came to the conclusion that the definition of electron is that it is a fundamental particle which carries 1 unit negative charge and has mass of 1 by 1837th of hydrogen atom. How it was calculated? Sir J.J. Thomson repeated the experiment with different metals and calculated charge by mass. So Millikan calculated charge, and in that way mass of electron was calculated, and it was found that it is 1/1837 of hydrogen atom. Clear? So in this way, the discovery of electron took place. So we know that how many fundamental particles are there? Three: electron, proton, and neutron. These are known as fundamental particles. Now, what happened? Since the discovery of electron, it was thought that if atom is having negative charge, then there must be a particle which is having positive charge. So they started discovering which is the positive charge inside the atom. For this, name of Goldstein comes in our mind. He was the inventor of proton in 1886. He did the experiment in the similar way as Sir J.J. Thomson did, performed. He took discharge tube or Crookes tube again, and he perforated cathode and gas at low pressure. But which gas is kept inside it? Preferably hydrogen gas. Air at very low pressure, as in the case of electron, and in the discharge tube, this type of setup was done. Crookes tube, it was vacuum was created inside it. When electric current was passed, what was observed that passing high voltage anode rays are produced from positive charge. Anode rays are produced as a result of the knockout of the electrons from the gaseous atom. It's clear. So, anode rays are produced, and due to the bombardment of high-speed electrons of the cathode rays. Clear? And they found that anode rays travel in straight line. They are material object particles and deflected negative charge, that means it has got positive charge. And they calculated E by M, nature of gases taken in discharge tube. Charge is positive because it has been produced by the knockout of electron. M is equal to different and dependent on the nature of the gas taken. And they also calculated charge by mass and then mass by Millikan's experiment, and they found the mass of the proton is equal to 1.67 to 10 to the power minus 24 grams. Clear? So now we are able to define proton, that is the fundamental particle which carries 1 unit positive charge and has a mass nearly equal to that of hydrogen atom. So that is the definition of neutron. It has got positive charge particle and it has a unit positive charge and has a mass nearly equal to that of hydrogen atom. We must remember the definition of electron and proton. So we now understood how electrons and protons have been discovered by the experiment. Electron was discovered by Sir J.J. Thomson and proton was discovered by Goldstein. Clear? Now, when the scientists performed different experiments and calculated atomic mass of the element, what did they found? What did they find? They find that suppose atomic number, that number of electrons or number of is equal to number of protons. We know that because an atom is neutral, so number of electrons is equal to number of protons. So they wanted to calculate the atomic weight. For sodium, number of electrons are 11. So number of protons are also 11. So its mass or atomic weight should be 11 units, but it is 23 units. Similarly, for all elements, it was not tallying the atomic number with atomic number. So they came to the conclusion that there must be any other particle also which is having no charge but having mass. That way the discovery of neutrons came into their mind. So in 1932, Chadwick discovered neutrons by bombarding beryllium and boron with fast moving alpha particles. Alpha particle means it is helium particle. You must be studying it in radioactivity. Its mass is 4 and the atomic number is 2. So it is bombarded by helium particle. Suppose boron is bombarded by helium particle. Then what happens? Nitrogen is 4. So atomic number should be 11 plus 4, 15. But it is 14. Sodium, nitrogen is 4. Atomic number 5 plus 2, 7. But it should be 15. There must be another particle which is having zero charge because it is not doing any role for the structure of atom, but it is having 1 unit of mass. That is why 1 neutron is produced. That is why now the equation is balanced. Helium 4,2 plus boron 11,5 is equal to nitrogen 14,7 and neutron 1,0. So now their problem has been solved. That means there is the presence of neutrons also in every atom: electron, proton and neutron. And clearly neutron is not having any charge, but it is having 1 unit mass. So what should be the definition of neutron now? That fundamental particle which carries no charge but straight line and carry negative charge. If metal foil is kept in its path, it becomes hot. That means it has got heating effect also. And it produces fluorescence also. They affect paragraphic plate. They possess penetrating effect. It is deflected towards positive plate kept in the path. So what should be the definition of cathode rays or electron? An electron is that fundamental particle which carries one unit and negative charge and has a mass nearly equal to 1 by 1837th of that of the hydrogen atom. So we came to the conclusion that the definition of electron is that it is a fundamental particle which carries 1 unit negative charge and has mass of 1 by 1837th of hydrogen atom. How it was calculated? Sir, there is a function repeated the experiment with different metals, found that and any other particle also, nitrogen is formed, atomic number 5 plus 2, 7. 4, 2 plus boron 11, 5 is equal to nitrogen 14, 7 and neutron 1, 0. So now their problem has been solved. That means there is the presence of neutrons also in every atom. Electron, proton and neutron. And clearly neutron is not having any charge, but it is having 1 unit mass. So what should be the definition of neutron now? The fundamental particle which carries no charge but has a mass nearly equal to that of hydrogen atom called neutron. So in this way, the discovery of neutron took place. Who discovered it? Chadwick in 1922. Dear students, so these are the fundamental particles, electron, proton and neutron. And in very first class, I give some light on the basic parts of atomic structure. We will study more about the different theories of different scientists like Rutherford model, Bohr model, etc. in our coming class. Clear? I hope you must have understood the discovery of electron, proton and neutron and the experiments carried out by Sir J.J. Thomson, Goldsmith and Chadwick. I think your concept has been clear. If you have any doubt, you may ask questions. So, thank you very much for this very first class. We will discuss more about Rutherford model in our next